Hey there everybody, welcome to Una Dose of Trace. I am Trace, and I have a cat, and I love her. Last week, a viral video of a face filter showed cats reacting to their owner's cat face. It definitely made me LOL, so I did it with my cat. Maybe you did with your cat too. Let me know if you did. I was already working on a video at that time about cat facial expressions, and so here I am recording it. So this is actually perfect timing, because a new study found that some of us are cat whisperers. Is that not cool? Yeah, it's cool. Some of us can read the facial expressions of cats. If cats are so inscrutable, why is this so funny? 2 out of 3 households in the US have some kind of a pet. It could be a bird or a gerbil, it could be a dog, a guinea pig, a cat, even a horse. 2 out of every 3, that's 71 million households, which is up 40% since 1988 when this pet survey was first done. What do you think though is the #1 pet in the United States by the numbers? It's actually fish. Fish are the most popular pet. There are 172 million fish in US homes, followed by 94 million cats and 80 million dogs. Although dogs win if you look at households overall, and also media attention. Cats are the most numerous social animal living with us United Statesians in our homes, and yet they're not really understood. Cats are sort of inscrutable, right? You can't read them. Who knows what they're thinking? They don't even like people. That's actually not true at all. Because cats aren't inscrutable, says science. Instead, we just have to know where to look. Hey everyone, Trace here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sorry I missed you the last couple of weeks. I was in Brazil and Japan and everywhere else, but now I'm back. So let's talk about cats. We have this thing on our fridge that the SPCA gave us when we adopted Carmela. It's a cat behavior guide. Do you think we would need this if we had a dog? Like, probably not, right? They wouldn't give you a chart that says, this is how your dog feels happy. It's sort of mind-blowing that we have more cats in our houses than any other fuzzy pet in this country, and yet we need a chart to understand them? Without this chart, would you know what your cat is saying to you with its facial expressions? This is so compelling because we invite these animals into our homes, and yet we don't always know what they're thinking and feeling while they're here. Some people believe that every cat is like out to get them. It's gonna like kill them in their sleep or something, or eat them after they die. Not true. Well, not true with any more likelihood than any other pet. And some other people believe that cats are just there to be a cuddle buddy, but they don't really like you. And some want silent and separate companions in their house so they don't feel so lonely. And cats can do all of those things and fulfill all of those roles, but new research from the University of Guelph finds that 87% of humans have no idea what their cat is thinking based only on their face. They found this out by giving over 6,000 people from 85 countries a quiz, and this is it. Only 13% of humans scored 75% or better on this quiz. Most failed. They made the quiz using the internet's greatest resource, cat videos. Remember all those hours you sat and watched cats on the internet? It turns out all those videos have done the scientific community a solid. Good job, internet. Pat yourselves on your collective backs. Just for fun, I gave this quiz to my friends and their pets.
I got Pete to help me with the quiz.
You just changed the tab on the iPad.
Good kitty. Good kitty. All right, get out of here.
Let's take it together to get a better idea of how this works. I'll put the poll answers in the cards here, so click that to participate. So what do you think this cat is feeling? Is it positive, is it negative, or do you not know? Take a good long look, click on the card.
This cat is feeling... He looks chill.
Seems like a positive cat. It's hard to see when you can only see the face.
Oh, that's a snuggling cat. That's positive. That's definitely a snuggling kitty.
This orange tabby boy was getting his pets too, so happy. How about this little buddy? Positive? Negative? Don't know?
That cat looks a little bit shifty. He doesn't look super happy, unlike you right now, my little lovey.
That cat does not look happy to me. I'm gonna say...
Luna doesn't want to pick. That's how much she doesn't know. Okay, I think it's positive.
Kaiser nailed it.
This poor chunkster was on a treadmill being exercised. Oh, poor guy. I can relate to that for sure. Wedding diet. Ugh. Okay, last one. Positive, negative, don't know.
I think this cat's curious. Like he's seeing like a toy fly around.
That's a very attentive cat, and I think that was one of the positive traits that we'd observed earlier.
Looks like he's following a toy or something. I would say positive because he looks engaged.
All right, so how'd you do?
I'm a cat whisperer. I got 100%.
It turned out that being a cat lover made no difference in how people performed on this quiz.
100%! Woo!
Women tended to score slightly higher than men, although it was super close.
We scored 6 out of 8, so it's fine. We're not cat whisperers, which is pretty obvious just by, look at us, look at us. Yay!
The researchers that did this quiz hope that we can learn how the cat whisperers learn to read the cat faces so we can train more people to do that, not just giving people charts in the fridge and hoping for the best. This isn't the first time we've tried to understand exactly what cats are thinking. In the 1950s and 70s, Paul Leyhausen published a book about cat behavior in which there are different charts to help us understand what Lieutenant Commander Fuzzy Fanny is actually thinking. The charts aren't great. As you can see, it's pretty rudimentary. Cat communication, still very elusive, and generally speaking, facial expressions are powerful nonverbal cues that signal others what we're thinking. And if we don't understand facial expressions, there's a lot of communication lost. If I make this face, or this, or this, or this, you know exactly what's happening, right? But according to research from Ohio State, humans have 21 different facial expressions, way more than the handful of emotions portrayed in that documentary Inside Out. Generally speaking, we know exactly what face another person is pulling without having to really decode it, right? Humans use eyebrow raises and furrowed brows and mouth shapes like smiles or frowns to determine facial expressions. We've bred our dog pets to mimic these expressions in us. But cats don't do that in the same way. Instead, cats communicate with vocalizations and with body language. Cats rarely meow at each other. They mainly meow at humans, which is a sign of adaptation to their domestication. They purr, which can be an indicator of happiness, but it can also indicate hunger or stress and anxiety. Sadly, we don't have a lot of research on our little Catrick Stewarts. Most is dominated by, quote, man's best friend. And this makes a lot of sense, because dogs are easier to read. They're more, let's say, food motivated. That makes them easier to study. And I always wondered why my dog-loving, cat-hating friends thought that cats were out to murder them. But they probably just couldn't get a read on what the little fuzzballs were thinking, which makes people uncomfortable. And I get that. And I'm here to say, your cat or your friend's cat is not out to kill you. And in fact, quite the opposite. Like any pet, a socialized cat loves its owner and is bonded with it. And in fact, research shows cats love people, like a lot, even more than they love toys and food. This is based on behavioral research at the Oregon State University from 2017. They found that cats are bonded to humans as strongly as dogs or infants are. In another study, they found that both pet and shelter cats would express more initial interest in a human in a room than food, toys, or an interesting scent. I don't want to start a fight in the comments, but show me a dog that goes to a human before food, and I'd be quite shocked. They tested this by putting cats or kittens with their owners in an unfamiliar room. The owner would leave the room for 2 minutes, and the idea was to see what the cat did when the owner came back. If the cat ignored the human, that would indicate the cat didn't really care about it. It wasn't bonded. But if it went to the human, bonded. The percentage of cats that showed they were bonded to their human, 66%, similar to dogs and infants. Other studies showed that cats maintained this bond over time. Dogs were kind of like children, but cats, they're more like friends. They do their own thing, but they really like you. They just aren't always there waiting for your attention. Cats might be thought of as solitary, but it turns out social bonds are extremely important for them. It's interesting because the more we research our little Luke Skywhiskers, the more we debunk the idea that cats aren't that into us. And in fact, we found that cats adjust their behavior to match the amount of attention they're getting from their humans. If you want a social cat, socialize it. If you want a present but inscrutable companion, treat your cat that way. It will ignore you as well. Research has found that cats are sensitive to our moods and to our emotions, and that they even know their own names. Yes, you can behaviorally train a cat. You just have to figure out what motivates it. And I love this research. Anytime that we can understand our little Shakespeares better, we should try. I loved watching my friends take this quiz too, so make sure you give it to your friends. Both dog and cat people are fun to watch because cats are frickin' fun. There's a reason that cat videos are everywhere on the internet. We're fascinated by them. Maybe part of that is because we don't always understand what they're thinking. Did you ever think of that? Full disclosure, I've had cats my whole life, and I currently have a beautiful little rescue sweetie named Carmela, who you may have seen on my Insta and also earlier. I got 100% on the short version of the quiz, so I'm a cat whisperer, I guess, according to their short version, and I didn't do as well on the advanced version. But no cat communication should be considered in isolation. Cats use body language, their eyes, ears, faces, and tails to give insight into what they are thinking. And this is not unlike humans. Our face could be laughing, but if our shoulders are slumped and our eyebrows and eyes are down, even if we're smiling, we're probably not happy. Just like studies with dogs and tiny humans, studies with cats are showing that they are more empathetic, more nuanced, and definitely more social than some people previously believed. So, if you're a cat person, rejoice! Perhaps this new research could help us understand our fuzzy animal friends a bit more. I want to say, since we're near the end of the video, dogs are incredible as well. We got dogs by selectively breeding wolves, and we only kept the cute ones. So what happened to the non-cute ones? Exactly what you think. We didn't do this with cats. They domesticated differently. We didn't breed only the ones that communicated with us. Maybe in 1,000 years, some cats will adapt and grow facial muscles to make facial expressions that we like. But for now, we should just learn to communicate as best we can and give them all the love and attention that we have. It's not unlike having a bird or a turtle or a horse or whatever other pet you like. Just because it's more effort doesn't mean it's not valuable. Because they are perfect, just the way they are. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I really hope you loved this video. Share it with your friends if you did. Make sure you go down into the description, click the link if you want to shoot me over an idea for a future story. Make sure you check out the quiz. Let me know how you did, either here or on Twitter or wherever. You can find the social medias for all the BFFs who took the quiz, and also for my Patreon if you want to support the show. I'm hoping that you learned something from this. I know I did while I was researching it. I'll see you in the future, and happy holidays.